My name is Elizabeth Pampalone, and you're listening to the Absolute Marketing Podcast. Today's tip is 10 questions you should ask yourself before publishing a blog post. These are a little bit technical, so bear with me. And if you're not sure of some of these terms or you have questions, you can always reach out to me at getabsolutemarketing.com. I'm happy to chat with you and explain some of this if you're not sure. You can also visit the membership, and there's a ton of information about this stuff in there. All right, let's get started. First question is, have you edited for grammar and spelling? I know this might seem like something you would go, well, of course I did. But if you want to use something like Grammarly or one of those cool little tools you can just put in your toolbar on your browser, makes it so much easier, and it lets you make sure that you don't forget that you actually need to do this step. Number 2, do you have an easy to remember permalink or URL? This is that little / part that you get at the end of your website that would be getabsolutemarketing.com / and then maybe it's the title of your post. But you want to make sure it's short and sweet. You don't want to have something that has like 30 words in it. That might be the title you have, but you want your permalink to be shorter than your title in most cases. But you wanted to make sure you're using those keywords, not just, you can take out the thes and the a's and the ofs. You can take those out of your permalink, your link that you're going to use, but you want to make sure you keep your keywords like social media, blogging, branding in there in your actual URL. All right, number 3. Do keywords appear in both your post title and the body of your post? So whatever it is you're trying to rank for here, you might not even be thinking in that direction, but if you want Google to pick it up, make sure that you're using some of those keywords. And this does require you to use a little bit of jargon in your industry, but then also make it what people are searching for. So someone might not be searching for social media strategy, but they might be searching for how do I create social media posts quickly, something like that. So the word social media is in there twice, but the word strategy is not. So just think about that in those terms. Number 4. I'm losing count on my numbers. Does your content have heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, etc. that include keywords? Google doesn't scan your entire piece of content. It actually scans your headings. So make sure that you have some headings in your content. Maybe you have some subtitles or some bulleted list that you actually have as headings. Are the images you included relevant to your content? Now, sometimes I tell people they can use abstract images and it's no big deal, which is true, but you also want to make sure that it's mostly relevant to your content. You don't need to be literal, but you need to be relevant. Did you put the alt text on your images, and did they include your keywords? So maybe if it's somebody on a mountain and you're talking about being inspirational, you could put inspirational man on mountain, and that would be what the actual alt text would say. And the word inspiration is in there, so it's using one of your keywords in your alternate text. The alt tags or the alternate text is where if someone can't see a photo or they're using a screen reader or maybe a photo just fails to load, they can actually read what was supposed to be there, and it will actually tell them what the actual image was supposed to be about. And another question we want to ask is, have you included a call to action in your post, whether it's a link or a button? I prefer buttons at the bottom. Maybe writing up something that you put at the bottom of every post is really great because then you don't have to, always write something new. You could actually just put the same thing at the bottom, maybe tweak a few words to get it a little bit more for that specific post and really calling them to action. And then the last thing is, are you using your sharing buttons? Now, sometimes people don't like these because they think it clutters up their space. However, I recommend using them because it allows people who are reading the post to share it really quickly to Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, or even Twitter. And it gives them an option to actually share your content for you. So make sure your sharing buttons are turned on or that you're using them. Hope this has helped you out. Talk to you next time. Thanks for listening to the Absolute Marketing Podcast. If you'd like to learn more, please visit getabsolutemarketing.com.